Hello dear students, welcome to Chemistry Fundamentals. I am Dr. Rajiv Oberoi, dealing with the chemical properties of chloroform. The chemical properties of chloroform, some of the very important reaction and some of the very important compound which chloroform get converted into is not dealt with. So one of the very important reaction is reaction of chloroform with nitric acid. Reaction of chloroform with nitric acid. So what happens? Chloroform when made to react with nitric acid, it results in formation of chloropicrin. Chloroform when made to react with nitric acid, it results in formation of chloropicrin. Now what it is and how it is formed, let us discuss. Suppose we have taken this compound CCl3 and H, CHCl3, CHCl3, that is chloroform, when made to react with concentrated nitric acid, HNO3. So it is written as OHNO2, HNO2, HNO2. So conversely, HONO2, so it results, this is nitric acid. So chloroform when made to react with HONO2, that is HNO3, the H from here and OH from here goes in form of water molecule and NO2 get attached to the carbon, resulting in formation of CCl3NO2, CCl3NO2. Now in this case the chain is of only one carbon. So one carbon chain is methane. One carbon chain is meth chain. All single bond in methane having chloro at 1, 1, 1 and also nitro at 1. So this is all the three chloro is present at only one carbon. There is only one carbon as such. So this is 1, 1, 1 trichloro, 1, 1, 1 trichloro, then it is 1 nitromethane, 1, 1, 1 trichloro, 1 nitromethane, which is commonly termed as chloropicrin. This 1, 1, 1 trichloro, 1 nitromethane is commonly termed as chloropicrin. And remember, this chloropicrin is termed as war gas or tear gas. This chloropicrin is termed as war gas and tear gas. This is because when it gets into the eye, it causes irritation due to which tears are produced. Therefore, this gas is called as war gas or tear gas. So, what is war gas or tear gas? It is chloropicrin. What is IUPAC's name of chloropicrin? It is 1, 1, 1 trinitro, 1 nitromethane. So, this is reaction of chloroform with nitric acid. Now, next is reaction of chloroform with acetone. Reaction of chloroform with acetone. So when chloroform is made to react with acetone, that is propanone, what happens? So it is CH3 C double bond O CH3, CH3 C double bond O CH3, 3 comes prop or single bond in ketone on at number 2, propanone 2, that is acetone. When it is made to react with CHCl3, that is chloroform, what happens? This H combines to this O. This H combines to this O. What happens? Between carbon and oxygen there is a double bond. This double bond gets shifted. Between carbon and oxygen there is a double bond. This double bond gets shifted. Oxygen develops negative, carbon develops positive charge. So this H as positive combines to oxygen and CCl3 as negative combines to carbon. So H combines to oxygen, CCl3 combines to carbon, resulting in formation of CH3 COH CH3 CCl3. It results in CH3 COH CH3 CCl3. What is IUPAC name of this compound? Carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3. So 3 means prop. There is all single bond in. The principal group is alcohol, all. This is termed as propanol at number 2. This is 3 carbon means prop, or single bond in alcohol all. At number 2 called as propanol 2, there are chloro at position 1. So 1 1 1. So it is 1 1 1 trichloro. Then there is methyl at 2. So 1 1 1 trichloro. There is methyl at 2, 2 methyl propanol 2, which is commonly termed as chloratone. Why chloratone? So remember from chloroform we have taken word chlor. From chloroform this word chlor has been taken. From acetone this word etone is been taken. From chloroform chlor, from acetone etone, together it is termed as chloratone. And remember, it is hypnotic in nature. It is hypnotic in nature. This is hypnotic, that is used as anesthetic agent. So reaction of chloroform with acetone results in formation of chloratone. So we have dealt with reaction of chloroform with nitric acid, which gives chloropicrin, and now it is reaction of chloroform with acetone giving chloratone, which is hypnotic, that is anesthetic in nature. One more very important reaction in chloroform. It is the hydrolysis of chloroform. So if we have taken chloroform, if we take chloroform and make it to react with KOH, if chloroform is made to react with KOH dissolved in water, that is aqueous KOH, remember it results in formation of formic acid. This formic acid then reacts with KOH further and converts into potassium formate. It means that chloroform, whenever treated with aqueous KOH, the final product is, so remember that final product is always potassium formate. Chloroform, when made to react with aqueous KOH, the final product is always potassium formate. Let us elaborate. So this compound CHCl3, that is chloroform, when made to react with KOH dissolved in water, remember one molecule of chloroform react with 3 molecule of KOH. 1 molecule of chloroform react with 3 molecule of KOH. 3K and 3Cl goes in form of 3KCl. 1, 2 and 3 OH combines. 3 chloro is replaced by 3 hydroxy. 3 chloro replaced by 3 hydroxy, it forms HC, OH, OH, OH. HC, OH, 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 and we know that more than one OH on a single carbon is always unstable. More than one OH on single carbon is always unstable. So this molecule is unstable. To become stable, it will lose a water molecule, H from here and OH from here. The H from here and OH from here goes, left over is HC double bond OOH. HC double bond OOH, HC double bond OOH is formic acid. So what happened? That chloroform has converted into formic acid. Chloroform has converted into formic acid, but this reaction will not stop at this point. Reason: the KOH is basic in nature and the product is acid. So again acid base reaction takes place. So the product formed is formic acid. Since our reagent is KOH, therefore this formic acid again react with one more molecule of KOH. H from here, OH from here goes in form of H2O and K comes over here, resulting in formation of HC double bond OOK. HC double bond OOK. So this, if there would have been H over here, it is formic acid. HC double bond OH is formic acid. If H is replaced, it is formate. Potassium attached, it is potassium formate, which means that chloroform on reaction with KOH first converts into formic acid and then further react with KOH and finally gives potassium formate. Means chloroform when reacted with either KOH or NaOH the salt of formic acid is formed. That is, if it is potassium hydroxide, so potassium formate would be formed. If it would have been sodium hydroxide, then sodium formate would have been formed. So these are some of the important reaction of chloroform. Reaction of chloroform with nitric acid we have dealt first. Next was reaction of chloroform with acetone, and now this one, the hydrolysis or reaction of chloroform with aqueous KOH.